What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Bald Man Reacts. This one goes out to all the black metal fans out there, and our own resident BM fan. Now, I've been an Immortal fan a long time. I do find albums that were recorded before At the Heart of Winter to be hard to listen to from a production standpoint because the mixes pre-Heart of Winter, pre-Peter Taggarton were a bit bad. You just don't get the clarity and really understand what they're doing, which is a shame because albums like Pure Holocaust, Battles in the North, and the incredibly thrash-edged Blizzard Beasts are great records. I just wish they would remaster them with Peter to get that still gritty Immortal sound that we have today, but to be able to get a bit more articulation in what they're doing. Now, of course, there's a ton of drama with Immortal. Abbott has exited the band. There is a major lawsuit over who owns the name and all that good stuff. So now it's just Demonaz and Horde doing the project right now with hired guns for the rest of it. So this record actually features Demonaz on vocals. I'm looking forward to it, especially after the mediocre release in 2008, 2009. So let's get into it. The band is Immortal, the track is Northern Chaos Gods, and here we go. And they come out blistered with those drum patterns you expect from Horde. Very thrashy riffing, certainly get a lot of that Blizzard Beast-like feel, little bit of that Pure Holocaust. Really like the vocals. And a much cleaner production because it's Peter Taggarton. I like that slight blast. Now shifted onto a full blast. He definitely has a different voice than Abbott. Got more of a scream to him than that raspy croak. Sounds more like a warrior bellowing as opposed to the old warrior telling a story and croaking like Abbott does. I like that shift. That's a little bit of dynamics into this oral assault here. Lyrics are pure Demonaz. He's been writing the lyrics for many, many moons now, and clearly his topics have not changed. Love that shit to that very familiar, quintessential Immortal riffing there. As far as the songwriting goes, I didn't expect a lot to change. Demonaz has been the principal songwriter for decades. There's not a whole lot to say about Horde as a drummer. The guy's an absolute machine. Phenomenal player. Really nice, fast, blistering, almost death metal solo here. Nice shift out of that, back into more of a groove for a second. I love the drum textures here. He's just rolling that double bass, just a quick blast for a couple of bars, and then he breaks it up just slightly. That's good stuff. All right, that blistering monstrosity was Immortal's Northern Chaos Gods. Welcome back, Immortal. Welcome back. It has been entirely too long, and I have missed you. Immortal's always been one of my favorite black metal bands. I've loved the thrash influences. I loved the bigger, more bombastic ways they went with At the Heart of Winter. Of course, they shifted a little bit to Damned in Black and released the incredible record that followed that as well. And of course, Tyrants is still one of my favorite tracks that I've ever heard from Immortal. But the difference Demonaz versus Abath on vocals is the biggest change here. And there's definitely a different vocal there. Abath has that croak to him. That laryngitis, very scratchy. Always felt like I was listening to some old grizzled warrior sit around a campfire and tell me stories of Blashrick and the pillaging and destruction of the battles waged in the north, cold, frozen hinterlands. In comparison, Demonaz, with that furious cadence, it seems like I'm picturing it as it's happening. Him screaming his head off, running half naked across the frozen tundra, and wailing away on his enemies and his foes. Musically, it's what you expect out of an Immortal track. The drums are blistering and furious and nasty. The bass is there, kinda. The guitar work here certainly harkens back to the Pure Holocaust and, more importantly, the Blizzard Beast days, where you got a whole lot more of that thrashy influence. And that came out the most. You get a little bit of that quintessential Immortal riffing in the chorus, but this is a full out pedal to the floor, needle pinned to the end of the speedometer assault. They barely give you enough time to breathe. There's not a whole lot of dynamics. It's just full head on 11 the entire time. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I like a little more dynamics in some of the Immortal stuff. They're certainly capable of it. But this felt good. It sounded good. The lyrics are exactly what you expect. It's continuing the decades-long story of the warriors of Blashrick and the sons of Northern Darkness, the Northern Chaos Gods. And it's good stuff. I do like the way Peter Taggarton has been able to make their sound more polished, but it still sounds grimy and it still sounds dark. But you get the articulation that I feel like I need in black metal. There's no point to me in sounding and being really good players and playing great stuff if you can't hear it. It doesn't need to be crystal clear like a lot of current like deathcore and metalcore production, but I want to be able to hear what's going on, and you certainly can hear, and that makes the listening experience pleasant. Stuff's where I want it to be, and overall, it comes out a couple of days before my birthday. It comes out on July 6th. Birthday's on the 9th, so it will certainly be a happy early birthday present to me when it goes into my collection alongside every other Immortal album out there. So, looking forward to the record. I know not all of you are here on the channel are going to enjoy it because I don't have a ton of black metal fans here, but it's been a while. I certainly needed to do it, and I hadn't heard the track. So that was Immortal's Northern Chaos Gods. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you do every single day. I have not forgotten about you. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Baldman. See you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep head